Yo, what's up, Gemini? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of March 2019. Let's check out what's coming in for Gemini for the month of March 2019. So Gemini, you can see how the cards are scrambled at the center of your reading. I think that's interesting. It's very symbolic of how your ruler Mercury is going to be retrograding throughout the month of March 2019. So I think that the month of March 2019, Gemini, not really a good time for you to make a decision about anything. I think that you should wait until the retrograde cycle is over, and that's going to be towards the end of March. But I really thought that was interesting how the cards ended up being scrambled at the center of your reading. You do have the Hermit card as your central energy this month, so some of you guys might be spending some more time to yourselves than you usually do. Even if you are with a group of people, you might still feel like you're sort of doing your own thing. And I think this energy is just going to keep getting stronger, Gemini, because on March 6th, Uranus is going to shift into an area for you where you're going to be using technology in a fashion that's more about you kind of doing your own thing. So I'm just going to give you an example, and this isn't going to resonate with anybody, but you can try to figure out how this is going to apply to your life. So for example, if you work from home 50% of the time and you are at the office 50% of the time and you use technology in your job, like it could just be like you use a computer all day at your job. Well, now all of a sudden, after Uranus shifts into this more private area for you, it's like you're going to be spending more moments where it's just you and the technology, as opposed to before where it was you and face-to-face interaction. So there's going to be more moments over the next 7 years because that's how long Uranus is going to be in this area for. And Uranus is the planet of technology. So this is very futuristic. It's like you and the technology together more than you and face-to-face interactions over the next 7 years. So, to go back to my example, let's say you work 50% from home and you work 50% in the office and you use a computer all day. Now following when Uranus shifts into your private sector, potentially you could be going towards working from home 100% of the time. So like I said, it's going to be more moments in your life over the next 7 years where it's just you and the technology. I'm not saying that you're not going to have any interactions with anybody at all, but you're going to spend more moments to yourself with you and technology. Now you do have some kind of ongoing bickering or dispute that's happening in your life, and I don't know if this is the month that it's going to get resolved. Once again, Mercury's retrograding. Maybe for some of you guys, this has to do with someone who's an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Leo potentially, because you do have the Page of Wands, which is crossing your reading this month. Now, someone who can be a positive force in your life this month is someone who's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Those of you who are interested in the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio for a relationship, this person might be a good option for you. You do have the Seven of Cups in the upright. That does suggest you have options. I'd say if you're going back and forth trying to choose between Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, you might be better off going with somebody who's a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio if you're a single Gemini. Also, you do have multiple air sign cards that are in the upright. Those cards could be suggestive of you, or they could be a great option for you for your romantic life. So, potentially for single Geminis, maybe you want to be with someone who's Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Maybe you might be interested in somebody who is another Gemini, possibly a Libra, or for a few of you, maybe an Aquarius. Now, at the top of your reading, you do have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, and that's a great energy to have. That suggests you're going towards financial self-sufficiency. For a few of you, this is luxury. You do have the Five of Swords in the reverse. That's actually good that that card is in the reverse, because you're not someone who really wants to have conflict, Gemini. You'd rather make peace. So, whatever this ongoing bickering thing that's happening in your life, potentially you have an attitude where, you'd like to just put it behind you, but, it might be out of your control. There might be some people in your life, you have the Queen of Swords in the upright, suggests that there might be some people in your life who are using their intelligence for something cruel. That's not cool at all, Gemini. And for your outcome, you do have the Page of Swords in the upright. That's a great energy. I think that once Mercury straightens out and starts to go direct again, I think things are going to be a lot clearer for you. Your judgment's going to be better. You also have a full moon at the end of the month. It has to do with your love life. So, for single Geminis, this is a great opportunity to enter into a romantic relationship. You do have the Five of Cups in the reverse, which suggests new relationships. You also have the new moon towards the beginning of the month, and it does suggest a new chapter in your career. So, after this new moon in the beginning of the month, the 6 months that follow that new moon, now all of a sudden, something new developing in your career potentially. For some of you, this is new developments in your existing role. For others of you, this is maybe a new role altogether. For a few of you, career-wise, you might go a completely new direction altogether regarding your career. Regarding the full moon at the end of the month, I'd say for those of you who are in difficult relationships, I'm not saying that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, but for some of you guys, it might be. If you're in a difficult relationship and you've been in this difficult relationship for a while and you're not happy, then following the full moon towards the end of the month, Gemini, I think this is the time to make a change in your romantic life. Don't just stay with someone because it's convenient, Gemini. Do what makes you happy. So, this full moon towards the end of March does have something to do with your love life. I think that once Mercury straightens out and goes direct towards the end of the month, you'll have a better decision-making process going on regarding how you want to proceed with your love life, Gemini. But thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you next time.